but we still have 2 races left. We're about ready to rock and roll. 20 laps the distance. Sabrina Boyer brings the field off of turn number 4. Green flag is out, and we are underway. Milak slows up on the start. Everybody trying to gather it through. Simpson in the third.
Jordan Lopes in 11th position. A.J. Manuel, all 3 tied atop the points leaderboard going in to our second to last race.
Mike Belanger looking the field over, ready to let them loose off of turn number 4. Waves the Emerald Silk, and again Bulger gets a good jump over the field. This time it's the 44 that doesn't come up to speed. Trouble Lopes gets involved with the 89. The 53 and Milik again getting crossed up.
Well, the field crossed up. We're getting ready to head back to some green flag action. One more time, Bulger to the outside of Bollier as they come out of turn number 4. Both on the throttles, green flag in the air. Bulger with a good start, but Bollier stays even until the corner. A little contact there between
Trouble off of turn number 4. The 17 goes around as the 11 of Bollier slows up off of turn number 2, and we are 0-4-3. With Finkbein, Herman, Levesque, Manuel, Lafort, Lopes. Try this off of turn number 4. And again, the green flag comes out. We're back underway. Let's see if we can make it through a full third mile.
Off the corner they come. Good so far as they race down the back. Bulger out to a nice early lead here. Christian Herman to the outside of Ouellette for that second spot. And here comes Mike Lafort powering his way up with Jordan Lopes in tow into the top 5.
Lafort trying to make some noise up in that number 13, has moved up into the number 4 spot. Takes a look to the outside of Ouellette as they hit turn number 3. Lopes trying 3 wide through the corner. They come off of 4 to complete lap number 3.
Mike Lafort still in front of Lopes, looking to get around the outside of the 67 of Ouellette. That 13's got some power off turn number 2. They come down into turn number 3. Lafort with the edge off the corner. Lopes and Lafort powering on that outside lane across the stripe.
Tim Bulger out front by a comfortable advantage over the number 9 of Christian Herman, who sits in the number 2 spot. Meanwhile, your 3 championship leaders run 3rd, 4th, and 5th on the grid.
Out to the outside there after a little bump out of turn number 4. Lopes gets the run to the outside of Lafort for that 3rd position. They get Christian Herman right in front as they race off the corner. Manuel closes that gap, and how about this? All 3 cars bumper to bumper, neck and neck down into 1.
That's how close the championship race is right now as they chase down the back straightaway. Lopes with the advantage. The 13 of Lafort looking for an inside run, and here comes Manuel. They're almost 3 wide across the stripe as they hit turn number 1.
All 3 drivers, 2 of them get by Herman now. Lafort's going to fight to get by, and they're going to hop up 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But they got a ways to go to catch up to our leader, Tim Bulger, as they race down into 1.
A.J. Manuel takes a look to the outside of Lopes, tries a crossover move off of turn number 2, trying to get some rhythm going in that red 88. Takes a look up top, takes another look down at the bottom, settles it in across the stripe with eight laps complete. Lopes in control of that battle there.
3-car train coming out of turn number 2. Lopes, Manuel, and Lafort, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, trying to chase down our leader, Tim Bulger. They got plenty of room back to 5th place, Herman. Lopes takes it down into turn number 1 on that bottom lane. 3rd and 4th both follow. Manuel trying to close that gap out of 2, but Lopes has some speed, and that's 77.
10 down, 10 to go this time across the stripe. Look at the battle for 5th, heating up off of turn number 4 as Levesque takes a look to the inside of Christian Herman down into turn number 1. They race side by side. Finkbein right behind them. Sam Matera, the 07 of Almeida right there in tow, and the 38 of Misik in there as well.
A little bit of contact there between Lopes and Manuel. They got to be careful. You don't want to get caught taking one of these guys out. You might get sent to the back with them, and that would affect both of the point totals coming out of this race. Manuel able to back off, looks for a better run down into 1. He's going to close that gap off the corner. Crossover looks low on Lopes down the back into 3. He's going to have to back off.
59 of K was right there, keeping Lopes from drifting too high across the stripes.
To say about that in these final 8 laps. They roll through turn number 3 and get ready to hit the throttle. Coming out of turn number 4, Bolger and Lopes on the gas. Green flag in the air. We're back underway, and Jordan Lopes with the edge down into the corner. He clears Bolger real quick off turn number 2. Jordan Lopes to the lead as they race down the back.
Into 3 and 4 they go, and Lopes looking for win number 4 off of turn number 4. Leads the charge with Bolger with a mirror full of Manuel and Lefort. Levesque rounds out the top 5. Here comes Matera up to 6th. Misix at 7th as they battle down into turn number 3.
Off the corner they come. Bolger gets some pressure from A.J. Manuel all over the back of that number 1 as they race down into turn number 1. Bolger opens that door just enough for A.J. Manuel. Down the back and into turn number 3. Manuel gets side by side with the 1 as they roll off the corner. Manuel the second, and here comes Lefort fighting for the podium.
Down into 1 and 2. Bolger throws it in hard and deep into 1, slides it up the racetrack, and Lefort slides by up into the 3rd position. Here comes Levesque in that number 44, looking down low. They roll off of turn number 4. Meanwhile, behind them, Misik in the 38, who started scratch on the field, battling with Sam Matera. That is the battle for 6th and 7th, down the back straightaway.
Jordan Lopes off the corner. He's about a 3-car length lead over Manuel in second. 1 back to the 13 of Lefort. And the battle is on for that 4th spot between Levesque and the 1 of Bolger. Bolger hit that wall, looked like just a little bit 2 laps ago, which drifted him to the outside, let the top 3 break away, but he is holding on to that top 5 spot with 2 to go this time by.
Lopes leads the charge down the back stretch. He's got a 4-car length advantage over the 88 of Manuel as they hit turn 3. A couple of lap cars in the way. White flag is out. Into 1 and 2 for the final time.
Couldn't write this one any better. Your top 3 running 1, 2, 3, but down the back, Jordan Lopes goes with the lead. He's approaching some more lap traffic. He's going to hit his mark, so down through 3 and 4. Off the corner he comes. Jordan Lopes picks up win number 4.
Lopes picks up the win, 2nd place to Manuel. Lefort rounds out the top 3 with Levesque in the 44 and Bolger in the number 1, rounding out the top 5. That's how you close out the event, ladies and gentlemen. How about a round of applause? A couple of hairy moments in those early laps tonight. I know you're going to take a look and see what kind of damage you got.
Yeah, that was tough, but like I said last one, that's great knowledge in the pits, in the garage, at home, everything. All right? That was a lot. I didn't think I had it tonight. That was a lot. It really was. My arms are tired. You know, I seen a couple accidents ahead of me I avoided. I avoided 1 accident for myself. You know, I got 75 pounds in the right front.
Well, we'll add another 25 because now you got 4 wins. I think that's rule. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But it's 4 wins on the season. Next week, you got a scant 2-point lead. No tiebreakers. Any tiebreaker goes to you because you've got the 4th win.
Yeah, it's pretty cool feeling. You know, it's a lot of pressure came in tonight. All week I was looking at the car and just saying, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Billy, Kevin, my father, they all told me calm down throughout the week, you know, between text messages and, you know, posting on Facebook and stuff. But I got Frank here and his wife. They help out a lot. Some, you know, come to the garage here and there. My mother, she's over here videotaping. Everybody that helps out, you know, Phil, you know, Tyler, he blew a motor today, which is, you know, I'm going to help him get that ready for next week. And that's it.
It's got to feel real good going into the last week knowing that you are the points leader.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of pressure, though. You know, think about that. You know, you put the other shoe on the other foot, you know.
A lot of pressure. Friday the 13th, full moon, tonight's feature winner. Congratulations.
You started 13, too, with the 13 in front of me.